Good evening. Salt and Piper here. Sat out here in the rain under an umbrella, but I've got to say I'm happy as Larry. Just having an old baskety pipe thing, having a bowl of Artisans Blend, courtesy of my Secret Santa, Shredder Banks. Thanks again, mate. And I smoked it before the other day, and it's not. I liked it, but it wasn't brilliant. I think I smoked it just too fast and too hot. And this afternoon I just, just sat here for the last hour, sipping it, and I've got to say it is lovely. Just real, I think fairly subtle flavour, but really like, I think it must be like a really good rainy day sort of tobacco, in that it's just quite, I don't know, I'm not very good at describing taste and that, but it's sort of warming almost, and again, it's got a little bit of spice to it, and it's just really nice. But the reason for the video is something I've just noticed is that normally when I light my pipe, up to today really, I've always either used a little Bic lighter, or about a month ago I bought myself a Zippo pipe lighter, which works great, blah blah blah. But just today, for a change, I thought, I'll try. I'll just got a box of matches, so I thought, I'll try it and light it with the matches, and it just lit fine, no problem. And I smoked half the bowl, and it was probably 3/4 of it. It's lovely. And I stopped for a minute, and it obviously went out. So I relit it. But when I relit it, I used the Zippo. Now, I don't know if it's my imagination, but as soon as I lit it with that Zippo, it just tasted completely different. It's now a lot. I can still the same sort of flavour, but it's a lot. I don't know if it's just because it was relit, or whether it was the Zippo, but it just tastes a lot, a bit like harsher. It's not as smooth as it was before. So I'm just interested as whether it was because it was a relight, or whether it was because it was the Zippo. So I have to try. Next bowl will be a matches lit one as well, and see how we get on. I think we're pretty much done there. Anyway, there we go. So, hope everybody's had a good Sunday. I was just sat here listening to some music. I was listening to a band called Brother Teaspoon, who was actually a friend of mine who I went to school with. He was sort of my best friend when I was at school. I haven't seen him for a long time, to be fair, but he had a band called Brother Teaspoon, and just, it's like a folky sort of thing. And they made an album called Hicktown, and I've been listening to that, which is really good. And I've been listening to some C6 Steve. But I've just been sat here, sipping away, with a nice cup of tea, watching the world go by from my back garden. Just thinking about, I don't know, I was just sort of thinking about family, and how lucky I am really with the family that I've got. I mean, we've got 3 beautiful kids. I mean, don't get me wrong, they do my head in, and me and the beloved have been together, or we've been married. We've been married 20 years in January. And we have our sort of, you know, ups and downs, and God, we have some major arguments sometimes, but I do still feel blessed. Yeah, kids are growing up so fast as well. I mean, the eldest, that seemed like 5 minutes ago when she was born, and she's leaving school next year. You know, lad's getting big, you know, he's like 14 next year, and, you know, the youngest is 9 in January, so it seems to be, I don't know, time's going too fast, I think. You know, I was just thinking about, you know, starting a new job in January, which I'm quite looking forward to. I just hope that, you know, despite everything, I'll feel fairly content. I think this pipe smoking lark must be just mellowing me out, I think. Well, I hope everybody else has had a nice, relaxing, pleasant Sunday. I'm just going to go in and cook some tea. I don't know what we're having, but I'll find something. No, I'm still sucking on this because it's gone out, but there you go. So, anyway, so Artisans Blend, highly recommended. Light it with matches. See you later, peoples. Bye.